Hey man, you're here with Gridiron Football Media Day 2024. Here with Coach Dorsett Buckles, Hammond High School. Coach, what's going on, baby? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man.
Good.
Thank y'all for having me.
Man, we're glad to have you down here, man. Look, man, we're gonna jump right into it, man. Tell us about some of the things y'all been doing this summer, get prepared for the season.
Man, we just been grinding, all summer long, all spring, summer long. I feel like we're further along ahead right now than we was last year. Right. So that's a great thing. Something about it, my kids, they definitely bringing some leadership out there. Something that we need. They holding kids accountable. Something that we had in the past, but not as much as this year. So I'm very excited about this year, man.
Yep, man. I got a chance to see you guys last year in the spring while I was at Woodlawn. Man, you had a lot of young guys, especially from the quarterbacks. Man, you had two young guys. Man, tell us about their process and about the things they've been doing and getting better going into their second year.
So we have Taryn Jones and Dakota McAllister. Both of the guys are competing still, and I'm excited about them. Last year, like you said, they was freshmen. And now they're sophomores, and just think about it, when they're juniors and seniors, man, they're going to be phenomenal.
Right.
So I'm just excited about those kids. We are excited about them at Hammond High School, man, and we look for all the success from them.
Yeah, tell me about this spring, man. Who you guys had this spring, and tell me about some of the things that you saw this spring. I know spring is normally the time where you graduate those other guys off and you get a preview of what you're going to see for the season coming up.
So we had Lafayette High School. We traveled to Lafayette High School. The thing about it, we have some young DBs, and it's been a process, but now we're getting better and better, so we're proud of the way those guys are working. Like I say, we have 3 guys that haven't played at all last year there, in the secondary, so that makes it tough at the beginning, but now, like I say, they're a sponge. They soaking it all in. I'm excited about it.
Good deal, man. Give us some of the key players coming back from, part of the process last year.
Okay, so key players, like you mentioned, Taryn Jones, who's going to do a great job. Like I say, him and Dakota is still competing. We got Darius Servit. He has maybe eight offers. Kenyatta Fleet maybe has 10 offers or something like that. So, we have a few players that's doing really well, and the guys that I have with me, that's stepping up. We have Reginald Monroe, Donut, what they call him. We have Evan Davis, who's an old lineman, and we have who's my other one that I brought, and we have Arnell Gardner. Yep. First year starting, but last year he did get some playing time. So, man, I'm excited about those guys, man. They're doing a phenomenal job.
Good deal, man. Tell us about the scheme that we'll see this year coming up when we come to a Hammond High game, or if anybody out there watching coming to a Hammond High game. Tell them about the offensive and defensive schemes that we'll see to see you guys in.
Well, we're going to be a spread team, but, of course, run first, but we're going to be physical, We're going to be physical. We're going to be disciplined. So that's what we look forward to being. Defensively, 4-2-5. We got some linebackers that was young last year. That's ready to step up now. The D lineman is our strongest point. So we have guys like I said, Darius Servit, Melvin Wilson, just to name a few. But we're gonna be ready to go.
Gonna be ready. Now we know this is the new year for the 2-year cycle, schedule wise. So tell me about that process, how you went about, building this 2-year schedule, dealing with, knowing the team that you had and knowing the expectations and the goals y'all have right now.
So we went 5-5 the last 2 years, The year before, we made it to the playoffs. Last year, we didn't make it to the playoffs. So we kind of wanted to toughen up our schedule. And I think we did a good job with that, not to say those other opponents was not tough, but we kind of wanted to strengthen it up a little bit, you know how playoffs work.
Right.
I mean, so we have Denham Springs first, which it used to be a rivalry back in the day. So now we got Denham Springs. We have Amid week 2, which we kept them on the schedule. I mean, it's just good for the community.
Mm-hmm.
And we have week 3, East St. John, which we haven't played them since I've been there. So that's going to be good. And Coach always does a tremendous job with those guys. So week 4, we have L.W. Higgins. Week 5, Slidell, and then we get into our tough district. So we wanted to play some tough opponents before we get into our district. So hey, look, I mean, we won't get to our district and be like, oh man, it's tough now.
Right,
so
right.
you know.
Tell about some of the expectations that you have for those guys. I mean, I know we've had numerous of coaches come in, different guys have said different things that they have. Some of the teams are, looking just to make it to the playoffs for the first time. Some of them are looking, they made it all the way to the dome, may have fell short, having aspirations and getting back there. So what are the expectations that you have for your team this year coming up?
Well, the ultimate goal is always to get to the dome. But at Hammond High School, it's been 20 years since we've been district champs. So, so that's we're trying to have a winning season, trying to be district champs, and we're trying to go to the Superdome. So, I mean, it's been a long time coming. Like I say, our guys are competing daily. We're excited about them. I mean, shout out to my coaches, always doing a great job preparing. So, like I say, we're excited.
Ready for it. Tell us about the admin staff and the support they've given you since you've been there at Hammond High.
Oh, man, I love it. I love Hammond High School, love the community. Man, the support is tremendous. When I say tremendous, I mean, they coming out support, They want to see, at the end of the day, they want to see us win,
right.
And they see us getting there, Like I say, we went 5-5. It's time to get over that hump now,
right.
We lost 2 by 1 point last year. So,
so y'all
shout
right
out to the community. Yeah,
y'all right there. Y'all right there. And being from a meet, kind of close right there in that area, man. Tell us about some of the things that you see in that community, from when you were there and now there as a player and in school and now coming back as a coach. Is that some of the things that drew you to Hammond High School?
Well, of course. I mean, it's always been, Tangipahoa Parish, have some of the greats. I mean, I'm talking about well before Devontae Smith. It's, the list starts way back.
Right.
So just having athletes after athletes and a family atmosphere. You want that. And that's something that we have. Like I say, they breed winners.
Yep.
Tangipahoa Parish, we breed winners. So that's what we look for. I mean, that's what we're trying to be. Winners, not only on the field but off the field as well.
Off the field, man. Give us one for the gridiron right here, man. That we can put on our calendar right here. What's one of the bigger games? I know every coach gonna say the next game is the most important and biggest game. But if we were to come down and put it on our schedule, Hammond High, we know that's gonna be packed. The fans gonna be in there. Everybody gonna be jumping up, man. What game would that be for us to come through and be like, okay, this is some big time high school football atmosphere?
Hey, like you said, like every game is big for us.
Right.
But if you had me to pick a game or two, I would say the A-Mid.
Okay.
And also Ponchatoula. Ponchatoula will probably be our biggest game.
Okay, all right. That A-Meet, man. You give us something on that, man. I know that's home for you, man.
That's home.
Where you played at, man. I went 14, 15 and over there as a senior. I don't know if they ever did that there. I know they've been, always been winning. Always a winning program, man. Tell us about that game and how much that's gonna mean to you. Playing against,
well, A-Mid is
old school.
A-Mid is gonna be A-Mid. Always talented. Coach Powell is doing a tremendous job. I want to say he went to the Superdome 3 times and won it twice.
Right.
I mean, he's doing a fantastic job there. For the last 2 years we played them. We beat them.
Okay.
So this year, I know they had a young team last year. This year, they much bigger up front. They beefed up. I mean, quarterback can slang it.
Yep.
They have receivers that can go. I mean, shout out to A-Mid, man. I mean, because if they're not playing Hammond High School, I'm rooting for them. Yeah, I'm rooting for them.
I already got that. Yep.
So it's always going to be a tough game.
And a shout out to the Tornado family out there, or the Tornado community that you like to give, and as y'all getting prepared for this 24 season.
Hey, you said it. I want to shout out everybody that's in the Tornado family. I mean, we definitely appreciate you. I mean, we look for you to come out and show out, and we're going to have a great season. We're going to have a great year.
Good deal. But, man, look, man, we look forward to following y'all, man. We're going to definitely have that A-Meet game and that Ponchatoula game marked on our on our gridiron calendar, man. We're going to be supporting and watching y'all try to win that district, go to that district, and then, try to take that road to the dome, man. Obviously, man, I know the dome is obviously at the end of everybody's journey, but a lot of time, man, they say if you can make it to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's it.
You done did some
You done
good
did
that.
something.
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
man, you done
Oh,
did
yeah.
something special. So man, we're gonna be looking for that. We're gonna be on the road, man. We're gonna have y'all in our rear view, man.
That's it.
And hopefully, man, great luck to y'all.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Man, you here with Gridiron Football Media Day 2024. Stay locked in.